someone's got a career. Someone's got a career as a voiceover. Actually, just to let you guys know, in a past life, that's what I wanted to do. Is I want to be a voiced artist. I actually even have like recordings and stuff and the whole mic setup and everything. But let me share something with you. It's called the Test Kitchen Mindsets. The first mindset is pretty common. Take good notes, make tiny changes, repeat, improve, incrementally move along, test and measure. Okay, so that's one. The other mindset is rare indeed. Do things that might not work. Develop new assertions, Go past the edges to unexplored territory. Try to figure out why things are the way they are, fail often, blaze a trail. After all, it's a test kitchen, not a Michelin restaurant. When the world changes, we see lots of people lining up to do the first sort of test. A lot of crib sheets, looking over the competition and trying to fit in anyway. But real innovation comes from the science of this might not work. You guys, I read that and it really reminded me of what we do, what we preach, and what we talk about all the time. The things that we do may or may not work, but it's totally okay. We have to be willing every single day. I'm getting a little background noise. Can I get everyone to mute if you're not talking right now? Thank you. We have to be willing to try to do those things that may not work, right? It may not work, but hey, there's a good chance that it might work. So it's okay. I understand being cautious. I understand about taking calculated steps, but it is also okay to take those risks and to go in and say, you know what, this might not work, but I'm going to try it anyways. Let's talk about Pearl Jams. Anybody know the band Pearl Jam? If you guys don't have this book, I want you to get this book because it's a perfect read. I've talked about it before, but I want to talk about something that I've read in this book. So The Purple Cow is from Seth Godin. It is a great book to get ideas about branding, about thoughts, about being different, and about how a lot of these companies have stood out because of their branding, because of their marketing. So 72 albums. I want to read this to you. So Pearl Jam in the early 2000s released 72 albums from the year 2001 to 2002. 72 albums released, and these were all live recordings that they released on their website. And why did I think that this was important? It says here, when you have the permission to speak to somebody, it's much easier to make a sale. Fans will bring new fans, meaning referrals, and old fans will feel that they're catered to and that they're loved on for years and years and years. Let's take a look at that from somebody that's built a successful business. If you have a successful business and you are strong with your follow-up on your SOIs, what happens is that you continuously get business and continuously get business. But what happens to a lot of realtors is that they close a sale and they fail to follow up on those clients. And then 5 years down the road, you find out that the Thompson family just listed with the local real estate agent and they never called you, right? So let me read that to you guys one more time. When you have the permission to speak to someone, it's much easier to get a sale. Fans will bring new fans, old fans, and they will feel catered to. So my question to each of you is really, really simple. I wanted to ask you guys, do you have a Mailchimp campaign right now? And do you have something that you are constantly touching? I put here, are you tracking all the analytics? Who's opening it? How often they're looking at your newsletters? And do you have a list of 20 people? Maybe that's your SOI, maybe it's your past clients that you're constantly giving love to. And have you created that? And if not, why? Mailchimp is a really, really easy way for you guys to really start getting something out that is constant. Look back at Kenny's old newsletters. That's how he built his business. If you guys watched our branding and social media session last week, that's all Kenny did, is he researched the evolution of branding, colors, font, everything that had to do with branding. And he said, you know what? I'm going to send these newsletters out every single month. People love getting those newsletters. People follow Kenny because of those newsletters and what he's creating. People join the company because of all the things that they've seen him create over all the years, and he never stopped, right? So I want you guys to think about that. Is there 20 people right now that I have in a Mailchimp campaign, in a database that I can constantly and consistently touch, right? That are going to see you, that are going to like you. We're not here to please everybody. We're not. You guys have to find some way to connect with people on different levels and find that consistent thing that you're constantly going to do. So how many of you right now have a Mailchimp campaign? Please raise your hand if you have a Mailchimp. All right, so Cynthia, let me ask you a question. How many people in your Mailchimp right now?
193.
One more time.
193.
193. And do they get something from you monthly?
They get multiple things a month.
Cool. Can you give us like a quick rundown of things that they get?
Yeah. So at the end of the month, the last Friday of the month, I send them a market update where it's basically like recapping the California market. And then I do a deep dive into a local market. And then also they get like, if there's a fun event going on in Martinez, I'll send them that. Or if there's like a new tax bill that just passed, anything that's like really important for consumers to know, then I'll send them that as a one-off. And then I try to send a fun thing too, so that it's not just shoving real estate down their throats. So I try to send like an inspirational quote or something funny I saw. That way it's still light.
And then what is your, like your open rate? Are you tracking your open rate and how often people are looking?
Yeah. So Mailchimp does that for you. Right now, I want to say it's around 38 to 41% open.
It's huge.
Thanks.
Huge. And so how long ago did you start launching your Mailchimp campaign?
Probably, well, I got really into it at the beginning of COVID because I was doing a weekly COVID update, but I've had it started for probably about a year and a half. No. Sorry. 2.5 years. Yeah, about 2.5 years.
Beautiful, beautiful. And how long have you been making video? I remember seeing an older video of like you and your husband in a house. I think it was in Black Hawk or something like that. It was like this beautiful mansion. How long have you been making video?
Probably about 3.5 years.
And in the 3.5 years, how have you evolved in making videos?
I don't do it. I don't edit anymore. I have someone do it for me because it takes hours and hours and hours. Now I just come with a script. I come ready, I come dressed, makeup, whatever it is, ready to go. And I've taken out, if it's like a 3-minute video, it used to take us like 10 hours to edit it. And now I'm like, nah, I'd rather just pay someone to do that. 100%,
100%. You guys, if you're building content right now, whether you're putting some videos out, whether you're telling a story, whatever it is that you guys are doing, you have to understand that there might be that one person in the room that really that gets it, right? And we don't need everyone to get it, and we're not trying to attract everyone. But you get that one person, and then what happens if you're inconsistent with that is that you're letting people down, right? You need to, like, you got to imagine, right? If all of a sudden Ernesto stopped making video, right? If all of a sudden Cynthia stopped making videos, if all of a sudden Cynthia said I was going to do 100 days of meditation, and she got to day 41 and then just stopped, right? People are counting on you. So you guys have to make sure that no matter what you're doing is that message is consistent. Just like Pearl Jam did, they produced 72 albums in 1 year. That was to their audience, right? They wanted to keep their fans happy and keep them coming back and referring them to come to their shows and really spread the word. So you guys have to think about it this way. You guys, once you have your audience, and you guys have to cater to them, you have to speak to them. And then people like them, the people you sold, are going to be like, oh, I have a friend that is also looking at buying or selling real estate, and it's going to all happen organically. I'm watching videos and I'm watching things that aren't really like that. They don't showcase a agent's personality. And I know it's hard making videos, but you guys have to find ways just to be whoever the heck you're going to be. It's hard, right? Finding a voice is really hard in this business, but once you have it, you're like, damn, why wasn't I doing it like that the whole time? So I want to turn it over to you guys. I want to go around the room and I want to find out what was something you accomplished last week that you were super, super stoked about that you want to share in this environment. So let's go around the room. Anybody feel free to grab the mic or tell us something that you are going to accomplish this week that you are committed to accomplishing this week. So who wants to pop it off for us this morning? Ernesto, go ahead, brother.
I wanted to share a quick lesson that has followed me for like 15 years. So when I was in school, when I was in college, there's a couple of things that really, really stand out that professors said sent me off with. One of them is just hit the ball. And so it applies to me. It applies to, I think, a lot of the follow-up conversation that was happening after the workshop that we had, which I thought was fantastic. And a lot of us are like, the other thing is that, there's another story that everybody wants to know, like, what specific shoes Michael Jordan is wearing, as if the shoes make Michael Jordan who he is. So the point of this comment, to keep it short, is that don't get so caught up in everything needing to be perfect. Like, the lighting doesn't have to be perfect. Your script doesn't have to be perfect. You can mess it up a little bit. It's actually fun to go back in hindsight and think about how bad you used to be at something when you first started it. So if you're thinking to yourself, like, man, like, I need this gadget, I need the lighting to be perfect, I'm gonna overthink the daylights out of this script before I put it in an email and send it out to my Mailchimp database. Just hit the ball and just have fun with it, and it's going to be fun. Lastly, the other thing is, like, one of the biggest joys for me in switching to this career and not being at a W-2 anymore is, like, I think about who I am as a person, like how much more social I am, how much more authentic I can be with clients. So just thinking about who I need to be and the evolution that comes with just failure and trying things that you're uncomfortable with. So if you feel like you're overthinking it and you're like on the ledge and you can't take that, that leap of going live on Instagram, for example, I would encourage you to stop overthinking it and just hit the ball.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Who else, you guys? Who else wants to talk about something that they accomplished last week that they're super stoked about, or something they're committed to accomplishing this week moving forward? Let's hear it. And thanks for kicking us off, Ernesto. Don't be shy, you guys, because I will call on you.
Oh, hey, here we go. How's it going?
There we are. There we are. Happy Monday.
This week I plan to accomplish getting my my flex client in a contract that I've been working with for like 3-4 weeks. They've been hot for 3-4 weeks and just haven't really gotten off the bench to submit an offer for a couple of different reasons that may not be their own fault, but at the same time, it feels like it's time. There's an offer date set for tomorrow on a house that they really love. Only one confirmed offer that we're competing against so far. So just give me good vibes, and I hope to accomplish getting them in contract this week.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I love this. All right. Who else wants to share, you guys? Let's hear it. Hit us with it. I know it's early. I know it's
I will.
Rainy morning vibes, but go ahead, Steffi.
Yeah, so last week, oh God, it was so many takes. Right after our branding training, I did a video, which was hard for me because, Elias, I struggle with this being, older in the business, and this is just really not how I used to do my business, right? So doing that, I got two clients from it, and one is being pre-approved right now for like 900,000. So I'm very thankful, and I'm going to say it and declare it to the world. I am going to do more videos. And while I was at the branding class, the 30-day challenge, I'm also going to do that as well.
Ooh, I love it. All right, Stephanie.
Yes.
So for the people that may not have seen your video yet, what was your video about?
I was just talking about, we don't always win, but I'm going to focus on the smaller wins. We put an offer in, and we didn't get it accepted, but we got someone pre-approved, an underwritten approval within 24 hours. So they're a solid client for us now.
Beautiful. Now, Steffi, is that video only on Facebook? Because that's where I saw it.
It's on Instagram and Facebook.
Oh, it is? Okay, cool. I saw it on Facebook last night.
Yep.
Very cool.
So I'm so thankful for that class and just everyone being so inspirational. I was I'm the person that just goes and snoops on everyone's stuff. Like, that's good. That's really good. Oh, maybe I could do that. But I'm just thankful for everyone, and just thankful for this team.
I love it. So Steffi, as that's a mindset shift. It's like we consume, right? Who are you? Am I a consumer or am I a contributor on social media? And it's easy to get wrapped up in a consumption, right? It is easy, and scrolling and liking, like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. Wow, that seemed easy to do. And then we don't do the things that we are looking at, which Stephanie just did. So it's good stuff. So who else? That's something. Go ahead, Kylie.
I'll go next.
Oh, sorry. I was listening to a podcast this morning, and I forgot her name. I think her name's Victoria, but she said the grass isn't greener on the other side. It's greener where you water it. And for me, I was like, oh shit, like that makes a lot of sense. Cause I get cold feet a lot with real estate. Like I'm in my head, I'm like gas pedal, but with actions, I'm like really reserved on what I'm doing. And I think that's holding back my business. And so like for me, the watering part that she said, like the grass is greener where you water it, like you have to take the action. You can't just like think about the things that you should be doing. And we go over that a lot in these meetings, but I really have to start like doing something instead of like coming to the office is just one part of the equation.
All right, so Kylie, if we're going to publicly declare right now in this environment, what's one thing today that you're going to take action on that you can look back and say, I won my day?
I'm gonna keep an eye out for open houses to start doing like over the weekends. I'm volunteering on the Halloween event on Saturday, so I won't be able to do an open house, but I'm hoping to pick one up for Sunday and then all of the following weekends for the rest of the year that I have nothing going on because sitting at home isn't really doing anything for me. So I'm really hoping to pick up people's open houses in the areas that I'm comfortable working in.
Cool. That's not enough because it's only the weekends, right? So my question, Monday through Friday this week, what will you do to drive your business? Let's hear it.
I'm going to stick to going or doing video because I get a lot of responses from that. Not that they're like active buyers, but at least they'll remember me when they do want to buy a home. And then I am a part of another coaching program and I'm going to go through their modules to implement, what is it? They call it an organic attraction and set up the Mailchimp thing. So those are some things that I'm going to start doing.
Love it. And Kylie, we got to get you on the phones more. You have a very soothing, relaxing voice. And I promise you that voice will allow you to be a little bit more aggressive on the calls.
Okay.
And you'll be able to book more appointments. But are you spending any time on the phones right now?
No, because you said that I had to do the buyer's presentation with you and then I would get access to the leads, but I don't know what that is. So yeah.
Okay. We did your buyer's presentation though, right?
A long time ago. Yeah.
You have access already.
Oh, I don't know what that is or where that is.
Right, so I'll call you today after coaching and we'll go over it.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, cool. Who else, you guys? Let's talk about what you are totally stoked about. Someone else chimed in and said, I'll go. Go ahead.
I'll go. iPhone.
What up? No, your name comes up now, bro.
Okay, cool. Well, good morning, everyone. So yesterday or last week on Friday, we crossed a really big hurdle on my first transaction. So basically, keep the long story short, we required more time on our loan contingency, and the buyer basically got just really impatient and gave us notice to perform. And basically, and it was a really great teachable moment because there was like, things that I thought, because I talked to other brokers, they're like, well, yeah, if they give us notice form, like you can tie up the EMD, like basically by taking them to the court, and no one want to go to court right now. Seller want to just go ahead and, they want to get their property off. But what I learned is that, if you're just going to be suing for the EMD, that has no, basically it doesn't tie up the title. So basically they can still sell their house and tie you up on your EMD. So, that was a great lesson for me to learn. The positive, all that is we got everything through. Everything is good to go. So I'm going through the tunnel. If I get cut off, that's what it is. So everything is good to go. That transaction is 100% going to go through. So that was a huge win for my clients. And then I also am working on my first listing, and it's and it's not going to be like a simple listing of a residential. It's it's zoned as mixed use, so I can't just pull my comps directly just by looking at just regular properties, residential detached properties. I have to do a lot more research on the commercial side as well as multi-unit, etc., to kind of extrapolate that data. So on one hand, I'm like, dang, this is going to be difficult. And then at the same time, I'm like, I welcome this, this is going to be teach me something new. So I'm excited about that. And, I'm doing my listing presentation this week and going to lock that up.
Beautiful. I love it. Austin, let's hear from you, brother. What's one thing you're totally stoked about that you accomplished last week? Or what are you going to accomplish this week that you're absolutely 100% committed to?
So my plan has been to farm Berkeley, and me, Weston, and Kim last week put some like goodie bags of candy together, and we followed the idea that everybody's been saying with like it's a sweet time to sell. We went door knocking in the neighborhood and got a few good responses. We're planning on doing that again this week as well. And then last week I started hitting the phones really hard. I was able to get quite a few contacts. Of those contacts, I got an email and a couple phone numbers of people to keep in contact with in the future. And this week I plan on making a ton of calls. I found a couple places that were sold this past week in Berkeley, and I plan on circle prospecting those today. So hopefully I can get some more leads and such through that.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, Austin, right now, are you creating much video? Because I can't recall a video I saw of yours recently.
No, the last week I haven't created video. I've been trying to work on getting a personal website done, and then we did the door knocking and the phone calls, and I've just been letting that slack in all honesty. So I'm definitely going to need to step that up.
Yeah, bro, because you're so well spoken. You have great communication skills. Like, how many people want to see more videos from Austin or from your teammates in general, right? So, Austin, you have a great voice. You guys, we did the intro videos a couple weeks ago from Envision Media. We're going to be doing more of those, but I'm going to have you guys write the script out before you guys get to the shooting time, because what's happening is that Envision is becoming now like a director, and that's not what they want to do. They just want to come and be able to shoot and be ready to go. And so I want you to start thinking about these things. Like the videos, I've seen some really good videos. I've seen some videos that need some improvement, but those videos should be like, hey guys, you know, it's Austin. Wanted to say, first off, it's great to meet you. I'm looking forward to working with you. And these are the reasons why I feel I will be able to benefit you in the home buying process, right? And so think about that, right? Think about, like, if I had one opportunity to speak to a consumer right now, what would that sound like? Hey guys, Elias Studo here. I'm a realtor in the Bay Area. I sat here and tried to put a collection of great words together that were going to captivate an audience, but I really didn't want to do that. So I just want to say hi, let you know who I am. I have tremendous amounts of energy. I love what I do. I'm passionate about helping people and serving the community. So I'm looking forward to helping you and being your guys' advocates throughout the process. Looking forward to seeing you guys next week, and we'll talk then. Like, literally keep it as real as you could possibly keep it. But what happens is this happens. All right, guys, I'm this person. I'm ready to flow. I'm ready to get down to it. Yeah, ooh, I'm feeling good. And then the camera goes on and it goes, hi, I'm Elias. I have energy. I'm compassionate, and I love the Bay Area. So if you would like to talk to me, then talk to me, and I would love to help you. Right? It happens. Something psychologically happens when we get on camera, especially when it's professionally shot. So I want to, and I see some smiles. So it happens. What's that?
When do we get to see them?
I'm going to be sending them out today.
Okay.
All right. So you have to look at your own videos, and I want you guys to be super, super, analytical and critical of your own performance and be like, am I showcasing who I really am to a consumer? Do I have, I don't really care type of mentality? People are going to work with me that like me, or they're not. It's their choice. Like Ernesto says, I'm not trying to please everybody. I'm going to be who I am. And if you like me, you want to vibe with me, cool, then we'll do business. But yeah, so I don't want to go too far in the woods on that one. Let's go over to Linnell. Linnell, you had your hand up.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I was super, super sick last week, and I'm still kind of like coming off from that. But I really want to celebrate this win. My offer got accepted for my client. But I'm not sure if I should celebrate now or when we get to the closing table. Like, I'm excited and I'm happy, and everything went through. As far as like her EMD, they're working on the loan. The loan is actually going to be funded sooner than the closing date. So I'm excited, but I'm like, I don't know if I should just celebrate just yet. I want to make sure that before I celebrate, it actually happens. And then also I want to start working on Zillow Flex more, like coming to more auditions and things like that. But I will be on vacation for 9 days. So, and it's a 3-hour time difference. And the vacation it starts tomorrow. I leave tomorrow. So I don't really know how I'm gonna be able to
first things first, enjoy your vacation, right? Zillow Flex auditions will be here when you get back. Enjoy that vacation. You need that. Secondly, absolutely 100% celebrate your small win, right? And celebrate that. Obviously, you're going to have your pop a bottle of champagne or do whatever you're going to do when you finally close and and you deliver keys. However, celebrate this. You just had somebody agree to work with you, A, to write an offer with you, B, and to get their offer accepted, that they trusted you to submit on their behalf. And now you're in contract for the biggest purchase of this client's entire life. Fuck yeah, celebrate that, right? Don't go buy a bunch of expensive stuff right now, right? Wait till you get paid, reward yourself, take yourself and your husband out to dinner, do something nice. Like, I'm like, don't over celebrate, but 100%, Linnell, like, you did something amazing. Celebrate that 100%.
Thank you.
And more videos are coming from you as well, right?
Yeah, I have no problem with making videos. I just feel like sometimes like I want to have my hair done, my nails done, everything done. So I do need to get like out of that, Ernesto. Like, I do need to just hit the ball. But I do make videos. Sometimes they're not focused on real estate, because I don't want to sound like not an overachiever, but I don't want to sound pushy. Like I'm pushing, like, because my followers are, they're excited about real estate, but they more so want to see funny shit. So I think I'm gonna mix it in.
Good. Awesome. Let's hear from somebody else who accomplished something last week that they're super stoked on, that they want to share in this environment, or what are they going to accomplish this week that they're absolutely 100% committed to achieving? Let's hear it.
Hey, I got one.
All right, let's go, Jaya.
We just submitted another offer, and this is going to be the 5th house that we got that I'm currently in contract with, one of which I just opened doors for, but I'm going to count it anyway as a win.
Wow. So you have 5 contracts right now?
But, well, one of them I just, because it's such part of the team and they are in the Bay, so I just opened the door for them, but I'm taking the win and I'm calling it that I'm on contract with them too.
Beautiful.
So yeah, 5. Once it gets accepted today, we know we have a verbal acceptance, and we are just adjusting the offer to meet what they need, but we definitely know we have it. So that's super exciting.
Love it. Congratulations. Kevin Magna, let's go over to you, brother. So what's something that you're super stoked on that you accomplished last week, or what are you going to accomplish this week that you're 100% committed to achieving?
Yeah, good morning, Team Fast. So last week, Jane, Hong, and I have been, we teamed up on this lead that came through my website in July. And I could tell potentially, I didn't know directly, but I could tell she may be Korean. So I reached out to Eric, who pointed me to Jane, which like 3 days before she was even on EXP and Team Fast, she figured out that the lead, was more comfortable speaking in Korean. We've written on 3 mobile homes for her in Concord, and we lost each one of them. And then we wrote on this 4th one about 2 weeks ago, and we lost on that one. And then the buyer fell out of the 4th one, and we got a second chance. And now we are in contract. Yes. So I couldn't have done it without Jane. I couldn't have done it without, a teammate that, speaks Korean and made the client feel super comfortable. I'm kind of doing all the behind the scenes work. Jane's up front, dialed in, making the, just having those tough conversations about price and things like that. I mean, it's still going to be a little bumpy. We got things I need to figure out, but I'm really thankful and appreciate Jane and all that she's been able to help out on this one. And we've been working really well together. Vivian and I, we close on our big one in San Bruno today. So another teammate, I couldn't have done that one without her. That was my first listing, and learned so much from Vivian and all her experience. So those things I'm super grateful for. And then this week, my kids and I, we started laying the foundation for our 30 parks in 30 days. So I'm super committed to that. I bought some new microphones per Kenny's recommendation, and we're ready to go to start shooting those in November 1st. We got the 30 parks picked out in San Ramon. There's over 58, and they each picked their top 15. So should be a fun thing to just kind of do with them, and then bring some community and just some exposure to our city and how great it is for families.
Man, I love that. So your kids are playing a huge role in you doing this. So just so you know, Kevin, you have 4 deals that are all over $1 million. You have Silver Lake at 1.250, Montecito, it's at 1.365. You double-ended that one, right? The Montecito. You also did Loretta at 2.150. Kevin has one in contract on Red Fern for 2.50, one on Merced for 1.8, and then the one up in Concord for 290,000. So inquiring minds want to know, Kevin, this is total amount right now was sold and pending. That's only 4, 5, 6, 7 deals, but your volume is over 10 million. How are you targeting these higher price point homes?
Yeah, the Red Fern is actually 3 million. So that one is another 500K on that one. But I'm just been consistent, right? I've been using the tools that are provided to us by the team. I'm constantly, every 2 days, how's things going? What do you think of this one? And, really dialing in and learning their characteristics, right? And trying to match their personalities and their needs. Like the San Bruno guys, he's a tech entrepreneur. And so like, I'm all dialed in on my data dude, right? Hashtag data dude, and giving him the numbers and showing him his ROI and, and what his investment's going to take and what his net sheet's going to look like. And then, for other buyers, like, I have this buyer in Vallejo. We're hoping to hear back on one today. Like I told you guys a little bit about her last week. Like, I'm just trying to be her friend and her advocate. And like, she's in the 200 to 300K price point. And it's like, I really want her to get this, like, because it is going to be so important to her, just well-being, and to be able to be near her grandchild and her daughter, and just trying to build that relationship with them. And I think that's been really important. And each client, as Dimian has talked to this too, like you got to kind of mold, you got to be jello, and kind of like, how am I going to fit what their needs are, and help them get across the finish line to meet their goal and their dreams.
Man, I love this. And let's talk about this level of production. And Kevin, I'm super, super proud of you. I've watched you grow. You've been a part of coaching since day one. This production, what month are we in now? We are going into November. All this production came from start of July, right? So you think July until now, he's produced 10 million plus in volume. So when I tell people that you can make your month, you can make your year in a quarter, you can make it in a month, you guys, I mean that, because people like Kevin do that. Jen Oak went 6 months without one escrow, ended up the year at over $20 million in production for the year, right? So you guys have to think that it's not about how I started, it's how I'm going to finish. And you know what? Kevin had a couple breakdowns, but what was on the other end of that was a true breakthrough. And he stayed the course. And he's done.
I just want to say also, like, what I did I joined the team in December. From December through July, all I did was attend Monday, Wednesday, Friday coaching with the team, right? I did that religiously. And then that motivated me to be held accountable. And it pushed myself to levels that I was and I'm still uncomfortable with a lot of this stuff. But I pushed through a lot of that. And that's why I'm back. And I declared last week on this training that I was going to attend Monday mornings again, because that sets me off for the week. And I can't thank you and the team and everybody that's been here consistently for being here and supporting all of us.
Man, like full circle, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm inspired and I'm motivated by Kevin. How many of you guys are motivated and inspired by Kevin, right? So an environment where he came to get, now he's giving and contributing. And that's what we continue to do, right? This is an environment of abundance. This is an environment of contribution. And Kevin, man, I'm looking forward to watching you close the year at 15 million plus, doing 30 million next year, and providing everything that you want to as a family man, to the people around you, bro. So I really, really am inspired by you. Who else, you guys? Who else has something they want to share? Accomplishments that they reached last week, or something that they will accomplish this week and that they're going to commit to? Let's hear it.
Hi, I actually have my first listing presentation tomorrow at 1.
Yes.
And so I'm going to prepare all day, and and I don't know how it's going to work. This guy is super excited. He wants to buy the house that I met him at yesterday at the open house. But he also wants to sell his house. And he basically just sat next to me and said, "You will help me." And he was like, "You're going to be my realtor and you're going to sell my house and you're going to buy this one." So
awesome. All right. So then today is all about practicing, preparing, and getting ready. If you've never done a seller net sheet, I want you to connect with me today, this afternoon. Let's go through your seller net sheet and your marketing timeline. At the end of the day, the listing presentation is a bunch of fluff. It matters, but it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. People want to know how you're going to sell my house, how long is it going to take, and what is my net return going to be on this property. If you can demonstrate that, illustrate that in a way that they understand, then you'll have a higher likelihood of getting the listing presentation or listing agreement. What we tend to do is we tend to go in heavy with all this fluff, right? Nobody cares about the fluff. Like, hey guys, I'm gonna send you that fluff. I'm gonna make sure that you have that. Let's get into the marketing timeline and the seller net sheet so I can show you what you're gonna net on this home once we sell it, and we're gonna sell it in a very quick time frame. So let me walk you through that plan. That's what they need to hear from you, Amy. So let's do this. Let's actually get it on the calendar now. I want to make sure that we spend this time today. So I have some time at noon today. Are you free at noon? No, I'm sorry, 1 o'clock. Okay, cool. And we'll be in my room. If anybody else wants to hop in that presentation, let's hop on the call at 1 o'clock today. And then Kylie, why don't you and I connect at 11 o'clock?
Okay, I have a doctor's appointment. So
okay, just call me when you're free.
Okay.
All right, guys, let's hear from one other person, something that you accomplished last week that you're super, super stoked on, or something that you are committed to achieving this week. Let's hear it. Come on, you guys, this is coaching. This is about you guys pushing yourselves. Let's hear it.
Hey, Elias, I'll go.
Yeah.
It's Ryan. Hold on, let me video. It's a very small thing, but my to-do list has about 40 different things on it. Just business stuff, personal stuff. And, we just look at our to-do list every day and keep on skipping it. So my goal is to get it down to bare minimum 50%. So I want to cut it in half by the end of this week and hopefully more. But that's what I'm working on this week.
So it's funneling your to-do list.
Yeah.
Cool. What are top 3 things that you want to accomplish and will accomplish today? To what you will say, I won the day.
So first is to I have about 20 warm contacts. So my goal is to touch all of those today with a phone call. So that'll be 1. 2, clearing out my email inbox. And 3, finalizing my branding. Like, it's already done, but there's like some other stuff, fonts and different things like that, just to make it cohesive. So that's what I want to iron out today. So those 3 things.
Whatever you do, my recommendation, don't change the Playmaker font.
Yeah, no, I'm keeping that for sure.
Okay. Yeah, because that really has a playful look to it. We talked about it the other day in our branding workshop, so keep that for sure. All right, so Zyra, let's hear it. What is something that you're stoked on that you accomplished last week, or what will you accomplish this week?
I want to do all my onboarding things this week. So that is what I'm focusing on, and I'm trying to make my logo already. So yeah, those are the 2 things.
Yeah, and listen, don't try, just do, right? Like I will accomplish my onboarding, right? When we try, then it's like it's leaving room for me not to do it. Like just get it all done with, right? Get it all done with. And then your logo, don't stress yourself on your logo right now. Like it will come to you. Like your main focus is getting your onboarding stuff taken care of. And then how do I get in front of at least 1 or 2 people every day and have a conversation about them wanting to buy or sell real estate? All that other stuff will come together, right?
Okay.
So make sure you're prioritizing the number 1 thing. The number 1 thing for you need to do right now is talk to consumers. That's it. The logo and all that stuff will come. Like Ryan's didn't come right away. It came over time. Don't stress yourself on those things. Control the controllables. The controllables right now are you accomplishing all of your onboarding, and 2, prospecting at a high level. So worry about those things right now. Everything else will come together. But I'm curious to see what you're working on your logo. Let's go to Jen. Jen, you had your hand up.
I'm gonna make up on. Can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear.
Oh, so I was talking to Kenny the other day, and we're just talking about how the team has grown, and comparing how things were when I first started with Kenny and Climb. And I was talking to Julie as well, and we're saying like the new agents that have come on the team are so lucky. Like, you guys have so many resources that we didn't have. And I'm a little envious of that. But at the same time, I'm like happy for everyone. But the thing that a lot of people don't have right now is the access to that we had with Kenny and Karina and the leadership team. Obviously, we're smaller, so it was more intimate. So obviously, Kenny wants to get out of production. And he was saying, like, basically the stuff that I learned with Kenny in the beginning, a lot of people don't have access to that, unfortunately, but obviously it's made up in different ways with the resources he's provide. So I am starting to partner up with people that I normally don't partner up with to basically help, like basically pass on the things that I learned from Kenny so everyone can have access to that. So I started partnering up with agents I've never partnered with before. And I think I have about 4 listings going with different agents. So I think that's an accomplishment because I normally don't partner up with people because I just have this control issue with my business. Not that anything's wrong with anyone else, but it's a me thing. So to step out of that comfort zone, like I'm super like happy about, and I'm super happy to like be able to partner with other agents that now they get to experience what Kenny has taught me.
Love it. I absolutely love it. And you guys, we understand the larger we get, there's going to be, we might be a little less visible, hence why we're going to be adding trainers, hence why we're going to be adding sales managers, hence why we have a mentorship program. But this is Kenny and I's commitment, is that just like last week, we're going to do that twice a month. We're going to do the branding, logo, workshop, social media. And then once a month, we're all getting together to do a agent attraction. Because the agent attraction part of your business is a huge part of your business. I now have 55 people in my organization. I have a solid stream of income that's coming in that's supplemental. We want to help you guys understand that side of the business. So every month, the last week of the month, Kenny and I are going to be doing a agent attraction workshop so you can learn that side of the business too. So Jen, I couldn't agree any more. Let's go to Alex. Alex, let's hear it, brother.
Hey, all right, I'll keep this quick. So last week, my biggest wins were putting out my first video and attending the branding workshop, which was really helpful for me. It gave me a lot of ideas and really gave me some structure on what to do next. This week, more video, new listing, and I have a closing. So yeah, excited.
Love it, love it. And your video from last week, what was it about?
So it was basically just kind of like a honest video about I put out an offer, didn't get accepted, where the market was. It even kind of surprised me. I thought there was a little bit of cooling, but it went over 10% over ask, like 7 offers and no contingencies. So yeah, just thought it might be valuable information to share. And I did it at the gym when, I was just like, okay, I'm not worried about how I look. Like I have the energy. Let me just knock this out and not even watch it, post it, and try to forget about it.
Dude, I love it. I love it. And I love the smile on your face because I know it's been a mental block. I know that there's some stuff from your childhood. You're like, and like the fact that you're doing it, man, I absolutely love it, bro. So good stuff.
Thank you.
Looking forward to seeing many, many more videos from you. Rebecca, come on, let's hear from you.
Good morning. So in anticipation of the 30 videos for November, I had a lot of showings this weekend. So I took a bunch of video and I was actually speaking because I never speak my video. I'll play music, I'll do whatever. So I'm trying to get myself used to it. I'm easing into it. So that was a big win for me. And then I got a great Zillow referral over the weekend, and they're buying in Discovery Bay and selling in Fremont. And we hit it off because I was raised in Fremont. So I think it'll go well, but we have a listing appointment Thursday.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. And Rebecca, you've been in this game a long time. I want to see more and more video from you. I saw your intro video. I'll send that out today. That way you have it, but good stuff. Love it. Pamela Spivey, let's hear from you.
Let me take the audio. Oh, okay. There's a few things. I'll go really fast. Of course, we did our agent spotlight. Thank you so much, Elias, because we were going to cancel because of the rain, and Elias was like, "No, we're going to just go forward and do it." And so thankful, because that little spot video that you did for us was like amazing, and put a lot of conversation going out, and they just kind of seen that we're coming to the Central Valley. That's number one. That was really cool. We did a buyer closing video for our closing we just did. So we did it with Envision Media. I did a buyer consultation. I partnered with Ginger. We're going to partner on a buyer, and we did that last night. And lastly, I did for Zillowflex, I did videos to everyone saying, "Hey, just checking in," because everybody's kind of ghosted me. But one person did follow and say, "Yep, I want to go see this house." So, so anyway, those are some cool things that happened.
I love it. I love it. And the fact that you're sending the videos out to Zillowflex buyers. We right now, as the Zillowflex program, we have 291 buyers that are in showing homes phase, and we only have 8 under contract. And so there's a ton of people showing homes, but we need to follow up with video, and absolutely love that, Pamela. So great stuff. The Spivey Daniel team did their intro video out in River Islands. It was hazy. It was a little bit rainy, but we're all out there committed. Terry was babysitting, Louis even, they formed a bond. But no, it was great, and I can't wait to see the final product. Do you know when you guys are going to get that?
I'll follow up with him today to see exactly. It should be pretty soon. It should come this week. Yeah.
You guys, I will tell you this right now. There is no other team out there that I've seen of that is pushing as much video as you guys are doing right now.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
no other team out there in the industry that is pushing more video than us right now, right? The gym, the quirky, the funny, the listing videos, the buyer showing, whatever it is, you guys, nobody is breaking the internet like us. So who wants to bring us home? One more thought of the day before we head out on this beautiful Monday morning. Let's go. Who wants to bring us home? All right, Aaliyah, go ahead. Hit us with it. Thank you for raising your hand, Aaliyah. Hit us with it. All right, your thought of the day, and then let's go ahead and have you bring us off the field today. See, Liz, when I do this.
Okay, sorry. You called on me, right, Elias?
Yep, that's you.
Okay, guys, it's Monday. It's the beginning of the week. This is the day that we set the tone for the entire rest of the week. So let's get to work. Let's be humble. Let's be grateful. Let's be kind. And let's go sell some houses.
I love it. I love it. You guys win the day, right? Win the day. Stop explaining. If you said, "I'm going to do these things," and I said this last week, you guys, I could not mean it more. Stop explaining. Nobody wants to hear it, and I certainly don't want to hear it. Stop explaining. You make a choice and you say, "I'm going to win my day." And that's it, right? Winning is a choice. So go out there and win your day. You guys have so many things within your control. I'm going to go and make 10 calls today, or I'm going to go back tomorrow and be like, "Oh, I didn't make my calls. I got a little busy." And like, okay, well, where else is that going to show up in your life and your business, right? Go out there and own today, you guys. Choose to win. I really, really appreciate you guys. I love what's happening in this environment. I love who's coming to these meetings, and we're going to continue to grow and continue to get better. So appreciate you guys. If you need anything, let me know. If you did shoot your agent spotlight, or excuse me, your intro video, I'm going to be sending those out to you via Slack today. So you guys will get the individual link and do with it what you will. I want you to be open and honest with yourself and give yourself open and honest feedback. If you want mine, I'll give you my open and honest feedback of what I thought about your video. Some were great, some need some polishing. So that is it. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And as always, keep it moving towards your dreams, your goals, and your vision. And Ryan, if you want to stay on, you and I will connect right now. So thank you guys.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Have a good one, Quan. Let's get everyone out of here. Remove. All right, Michelle. Remove. Let me just get everyone out of here, bud. Don't report. Remove. Remove. Don't report. All right, bro. What's up, man? How are you? Don't report. What's up, buddy?
Of course, I was on mute. I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm doing well. Wrapped up my 2 closings last week. So yeah, man, just trying to. My goal is to. Well, I closed 6, but technically only 5 because the first one I did with Nima, actually, I wasn't able to get registered into the MLS for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So I'm at 5. I'm trying to hit double digits before the end of the year. So, and double digits close. So I need to get 5 more in escrow by December 7th if we're doing a 21-day escrow. So,
all right. So right now for, let me just filter this out really quick. Ryan Combs. Here we go. Press. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, yeah. So because one,
here,
so the one I did help Nima close, right? I helped him close it, but if you go into the
so then there's another one that's not on here. That would be 7, the one that you did with Nima.
Which ones do I have on there? 12th Street, Peralta, Maybell, 77th, Arthur, San Pablo. Yeah. So the San Pablo one is the one with Nima.
Are you mean
so
are you meaning credit for are you meaning credit for on the MLS?
Yeah.
Well, you're still getting credit from on our end. So you're at almost $4 million in production.
I'll count it as 6 then.
Yeah, almost $4 million in production.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get 4 more in escrow by the end of the year. So
all right, yeah. So here's what you know how you did this running. I was actually thinking about this the other day. You know how you did this running reflections.
Yeah.
So if I want to hear, you know, like what is the play on Playmaker, right? So it's like, all right, guys, it's Monday morning. I want to tell you what the plays are for the week. I'm going to do this, this, and this, and these are the plays for the week. How are you going to like bring that together? Because now you've created this logo, you have this Playmaker, hashtag the Playmaker. What are the plays of the day? What are the plays of the week? Hey guys, going on a listing presentation. Here's the plays, right? So how are you going to put that all together to bring that like full circle, like
bring it full circle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I think I talked to you about this last week. Like, I want to create some video around it, but kind of have it be like polished, produced video. I mean, I could definitely do like some standalone stuff, like just create like graphics with the definition to kind of just start putting it out there. So that's probably what I'll do initially this week, and then, work on before early November, working on the videos to produce and put out there. But yeah, I definitely just need to, produce more content and just talk it up.
Yeah, because I think for you, and sorry, let me let the dog out of his cage. I think for you, being able to have, first off, people understand what is the Playmaker, right? Helping them understand what that is. And then B, what are the plays, right? Okay, so why did you choose Playmaker? Like Glam Agent, why'd you choose the Glam Agent? Is it because you're glamorous or you want to help others be glamorous, right? So she had to get in like direct correlation with that, which yours is a little different. So what is the Playmaker? And then that way people understand, oh, okay, now I get it. Now you're helping a consumer understand what the plays are. All right, guys, here's the plays for the week, and this is how I'm going to help my clients get into contract. Here's my, and so helping them understand your offense. So I think it's a really great like slogan, hashtag, but making that correlation to
some more context. Yeah, I need to provide some more context behind it.
So Jeff Phillips did the same thing last week. I said, what is the people's agent? People don't know. They don't know his history. They don't understand, like, he wants to empower the consumer and like this like lifting and uplifting. People don't know that. And so I was like, dude, you need to make a video, let people know what the people's agent really is.
Right. Yeah. So
all right. Where are your next 4 deals coming from?
I have one client that was a referral from a past deal. They're pretty serious about buying, especially they kind of understand there's less buyers out there right now during the holidays. So So I think that's going to be one. I have another client that just got pre-approved for 800K, but they're looking for a condo or loft in Oakland. So I think that's going to be pretty easy to find them something.
Okay.
And then I'm drawing a blank right now.
All right, so do me a favor. How many Zillow Flex leads do you have right now?
Probably
Total.
have like around 40, I think.
How many of those do you have in contract currently?
None are in contract right now. I've closed one Flex deal.
Okay. How many of those are in showing home status?
Probably about 5 of them.
Okay. All right. So out of the ones that are in showing home status, when was the last time they were on Zillow? And when was the last time you communicated with them?
So one of them was on Zillow last week.
Okay.
And I haven't followed up with them today. That's one of the 20 warm leads that I'm going to reach out to today.
Okay.
And then there's one client that's been poking around on there, but she even told me like they re-upped for their lease for 12 months. And that was like a couple months ago. So I think she's just window shopping.
Okay.
And, she told me to touch base with them next year. So that's kind of what I'm waiting on from them.
Okay. And then what about the others?
And then the one that I told you just got pre-approved for 800K, that's a Zillow Flex lead. So right now I have two Zillow Flex that are actually poking around on Zillow that might be doing something.
And then all of the other ones, say if there's 35, 32, where are those at?
They're just dead or non-responsive.
All right.
It's just a mixture of that.
All right, so we're going to move all those people into nurture status to go in and change them to nurture if they're just dead or they haven't communicated with you. And then starting today, the VAs, or excuse me, the ISA department's going to start working those leads.
Okay.
If it's been more than 30 days and there's nothing going on, then we will start moving those into nurture status and then let the VAs and the ISAs do their magic behind the scenes.
Gotcha.
So other than lead products, where else are you getting your leads? Are you on OpCity?
Yeah, I'm on OpCity. I just applied for Redfin, so I'm waiting to hear back from them. Yeah, Zillow Flex, OpCity. I'm gonna look into HomeLight today also.
Okay.
I didn't even know HomeLight had a lead program, but I'm gonna look into that. And yeah, so OpCity, Zillow, and Lead Ponds, really.
Okay, cool. So through OpCity will give you reporting and analytics, and it'll show you exactly what it will take for you to, to raise your conversion there. The average response time is 9 seconds. People that have a 9-second or quicker response time to those leads are most likely to get in a deal within 30 days of getting that, or getting the contract within 30 days of getting that lead. So, it's a super, and the better you do there, the more leads you're going to get from OpCity. So Louis, stop. So now that how many leads have you gotten through OpCity?
I've maybe gotten about 6 or 7, so not a ton.
All right, so nothing like too big of an amount right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
trying to ramp that up though. I expanded my radius, so
Okay.
hopefully I'll get some more opportunities from them.
All right, cool. So then let's raise the stakes then for November. If you were to give yourself a challenge, a 30-day video challenge, something that you could do within your community, something that you could do to play off the Playmaker, what is something that you could launch November 1st till December or till November 30th to do a whole campaign for yourself? Like if you could commit to 30 days of content, what could it be?
Oh shit. I don't know. I would have to think about that.
So think about that. So we talked the other day in our branding workshop, and it was 30 days of restaurant spotlights, 30 days, 30 things to do in Oakland, 30 of my favorite restaurants over the next 30 days, and let's go. I'm not saying you have to do interviews with everybody, but like, hey guys, I'm standing here in front of, Fuck King. I love this place, blah, 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 right? That's number one. and then you keep that going for the whole 30 days. What it does is that you tag that person, that company, then they're going to hopefully repost you, right? Then people that follow them are going to see you, and you created this video. So now it's this triangle of engagement. So it's like they followed you, you followed them, you posted that. So it's like this triangle of people. So hey guys, I'm going to launch the Playmaker series of November. This is where I'm featuring 30 different restaurants in this area that I love going to, that I want to put you on game about. So looking forward to having you guys take this journey with me, starting with number 1, right? And that's it. It's a 30-day challenge, or 30 great places to see in Oakland that you might not know about. I'm starting here at the Rose Garden. I'm going to the lake. I'm going here. I'm going like all these different places. And you just showcase that on your phone. It doesn't have to be anything high quality, but what it does is it allows you to stay consistent with something, hold you accountable every day to create this content, and it's going to raise your engagement on social. You'll see so many more people follow you because of this 30 days. Like Ernesto had something like 80 new followers because of his taco a day.
Yeah. No, that's something that I'll put some thought into this week, so I can roll something out in November for sure.
Dude, I would definitely do yourself, or dude, literally it's, hey guys, I wanted to do, stop doing that. Sorry. 30 days.
I know the feeling, bro.
30 days of what I'm thankful for. You guys starting out number 1, boom, boom, boom. Looking forward to tuning in tomorrow. So it's 30 days of everything that I'm thankful for in my life. Bro, that's good content. And what it's going to allow you to do is push yourself every single day to get up, to make that video, and to create it, and have that be consistent. So I want to push you on and encourage you to do 30-day challenge for the month of November. 30 days in November is going to equate to New Year escrows and Christmas escrows. And I'll tell you what, this is the time of the year where we're going to need that extra money, because we want to go on vacations, we want to take some time off, and we most certainly want to give back to our moms and our family.
Absolutely. Right on. I'll definitely look at that, and then next
give it
time
some thought.
I'll get it ready for you.
Dude, give it some thought, bro. And if you need any help coming up with something, let me know. And it doesn't have to be super polished. It just has to be from here.
Yeah. Got you.
Good, brother. All right. Well, have a wonderful day, bro. Let's get you to that 10+ deal mark for the year. And I think that that's a really, really attainable goal right now at this point.
Right on. I appreciate it, Elias. I'll catch up with you soon.
Okay, bud. Have a good day.